So the first drink we're doing here today is called the Corpse Reviver. This is actually a variation I do called the Corpse Reviver number 3. And the Corpse Reviver is from a school of drinks called the Eye Openers. And that comes from the classic golden age of cocktails, when drinks were meant to be short, palatable, very, very big and vibrant, but meant to be taken and consumed quickly. So this drink is truthfully just like its name. It's meant to be strong enough and palatable enough to raise a corpse from the dead. So we're going to put this together pretty basic. I think it works really well for an at-home drink, because if you pick these bottles up and put them at home, I think you'll have them for at least a year or two, and you can make Corpse Revivers whenever you need them to kind of get people ready for a billboard event or get ready for that Sunday brunch or everything. It's just a great drink to kind of put together and quickly put down and get a great flavor and a great experience with. So we're going to construct this drink pretty basically here, and mostly a lot of the classic cocktails are going to be basic proportions and even proportions. We try and keep a balance with most of these cocktails. This is a great example of a balanced cocktail. So it is a gin-based cocktail. We're going to use Hayman's Old Tom Gin. And Hayman's is basically fastening back to an older style of gin. It was a little sweeter and not as traditional as what we know as our London dry gins, which are similar to a Tanqueray or a Bombay. So this one's going to be a little on the sweeter side, so it's a little more approachable for the non-gin drinker. We do an ounce of that, ounce of our Hayman's Old Tom. We're using an orange liqueur as well. I use Cointreau. I think it's got a nice dry finish to it that works a little bit better than, say, a Grand Marnier or some of the traditional commercial triple sets, which is what we commonly see now. So we use Cointreau. Same thing, equal proportions. We're using an ounce. This is for a slightly larger coupe glass we're going to serve this in, so these proportions can be cut down at any level as long as they stay proportionate and even. So we're doing even proportions of all of these spirits and our one juice. So we're also using Lillet Blanc, which is a very, very, very classic style vermouth from France. And so we want to serve this one. This gives it a nice finish to it. Works really well with the gin. Some of those of you who know Lillet already is typically what is served in James Bond's cocktail, the Vesper. So it's got some great history there. So our Lillet's in there. And now we're really going to add our one organic, which is our fresh lemon juice. And fresh juice is key elements for all great cocktails. So what we try and do is make sure we focus on that. We fresh squeeze everything here at Second Story Liquor Bar. And my signature trademark when I do drinks is everything's, if I can't make it fresh or in some way make it myself organically, I'm not going to use it. I like to avoid it. So this drink is basically ready to go now. What we're going to do is give this a great hard shake. Now a hard shake is a key element of any good cocktail. If you're shaking drinks and not stirring them, remember there are two schools of thought. You have shaken drinks and stirred drinks. So what we're going to do is we're going to shake this one very hard and we're going to double strain it. So it gives it a nice clear finish for us. You're going to want a nice chilled coupe glass. I think it looks just beautiful. It's one of those classic glasses that is typically overlooked when we look at martinis, but it traditionally is the traditional martini glass. So what we try to do with this one is really give it a good hard shake, get our glass ready so it's nice and chilled and ready to pop out. Now you can be as crazy as you want when you shake. I like to keep it pretty close to the body here. Nice firm hard shake. And we are going to double strain this cocktail. So for those of you who don't know what double strain means, basically means we're taking our typical Hawthorne strainer and we're going to bring this right through a double strain. So what that does is takes out any ice chips, any excess citrus pulp, anything that we don't really want to see in the cocktail is going to get caught in this double strain. Give it a couple taps to get out the good stuff. And I garnish this with an Amarena cherry. An Amarena cherry is a really lovely cocktail cherry that we use. Nice and dark. Now this last element in this drink, what I like to do is it's called, I put a little bit of creme de violette in there. Now what the creme de violette does is gives it a little floral element. You're not going to get very much flavor because you're not using very much, but what we're going to do is use a bar spoonful. So just a little bar spoon of creme de violette. It's going to give it some great color and some great fragrance. So we let that kind of drop right in. You'll see it sort of firm up on the bottom there a little bit. And again, remember, with these we're just getting a nice, this is some variations that we've done with this drink to give it kind of our own signature look to it.